What if I told you the fate of the global economy doesn't hang in skyscrapers or stock markets, but in a razor-thin strip of water? Every time you fuel your car, flip on a light, or see a city glowing at night, you're connected to it. Because nearly a fifth of the world's oil supply squeezes through a single fragile gateway. And that gateway has a name, the Strait of Hormuz. Now zoom in. This isn't some vast, forgiving ocean. It's a narrow corridor wedged between Iran and Oman, linking the Persian Gulf to the open sea. At its tightest point, it's just 33 kilometers across. That's it. A gap so small, yet so powerful it can shake the entire planet. One miscalculation here, one spark, and energy markets could spiral, economies could tremble, and the ripple effects would reach every corner of the world. And yet every day, colossal oil tankers, floating giants the size of skyscrapers, are funneled into shipping lanes barely 3 kilometers wide. They move slowly, heavily, surrounded by tension, watched by missiles, shadowed by warships. It's not just a route, it's a pressure point, a ticking fault line where global power, politics, and survival collide. But here's the twist. Look past the radar systems, ignore the warships, and Hormuz transforms. Suddenly, it's not a battlefield, it's a masterpiece. On its shores lies a beach so surreal it looks like the ocean itself is bleeding. Crimson waves crash against the sand, staining everything in deep red tones. For some, it feels like a warning, a sign of something apocalyptic. But the truth is quieter and stranger. The color comes from iron-rich soil, minerals so dense they dye the water itself. Beautiful, valuable, and slowly disappearing. Locals don't just walk on this land, they use it. The same red earth finds its way into dyes, ceramics, even food. Swim here, and the island leaves its mark on you, literally. The color can cling to your skin for days, like a souvenir you didn't ask for. They call this place Rainbow Island, and for good reason. With over 70 different minerals beneath your feet, the land shifts colors as you move. Reds, yellows, silvers, purples, like the earth is constantly repainting itself. It feels less like a destination and more like stepping onto another planet. Not far away lies Qeshm Island, larger, quieter, but just as mysterious. A place where life continues in the shadow of global tension. Fishermen head out each morning, traders navigate ancient routes, tourists arrive, chasing beauty in a region the world often only associates with conflict. But beneath the calm surface, the land tells older stories. Step into Chaku Canyon, and it feels like the earth has been torn open. Towering walls rise around you, carved by wind over millions of years into shapes that don't quite feel natural. Narrow passages where you can touch both sides at once, a perfect hiding place, a natural fortress, the kind of place where entire histories could vanish without a trace. Then there's the Valley of Stars, a landscape so bizarre, so alien, locals once believed it was created by something falling from the sky. Jagged pillars, twisted formations, shadows that shift as the sun moves. Stand there long enough, and reality starts to feel negotiable, especially when the wind begins to howl. It slips through the rocks, producing eerie, almost human sounds, whispers that echo through the valley. For centuries, people believed spirits lived here. And honestly, it's easy to see why, but nothing prepares you for what lies beneath. Deep underground, hidden from the chaos above, stretches the longest salt cave on Earth. A silent world carved from crystal. Walls shimmer in layers of white, red, and violet. Salt formations hang like frozen waterfalls. The air is so pure, so still, it feels unreal, like time itself has slowed down. While the surface world obsesses over oil and control, down here none of it matters. No borders, no war, just silence, just Earth, in its rawest form. And that's the paradox of Hormuz. Above ground, it's one of the most dangerous choke points on the planet, a place where global powers play a high-stakes game that could change everything. But below and beyond, it's something else entirely. a living museum, a place where nature experiments with color, where history hides in cliffs and caves, and where cultures have adapted, survived, and thrived for centuries. So what is Hormuz really? A trigger point for global crisis or a forgotten wonder? Quietly reminding us that the world is far more complex than the conflicts we focus on? Maybe it's both. And maybe that's what makes it so dangerous and so unforgettable.